Porque retro gaming goodness.
Hey, Bastish B here for 64K and welcome to episode number 28 of Pop Culture Quick Bytes. And welcome back. So on today's episode we're going to feature the book Coin Up, the Arcade Guide, released by Greyfox Books in 2020. So this book takes you on a complete arcade experience, right from the late 70s to the early 2000s. It's 302 pages full of arcade gaming goodness. So before we start looking at the features inside, let's look at the book physically.
Rise from your grave.
Operation Thunderbolt.
I just love the massive neon font used there. It really pops out.
Welcome to your doom.
The back it shows some of the genres of games that this book covers. And you just gotta love those nice thick pages.
So there's a lot of sections to this book, but let's first check out the reviews and see how they set out, and then we'll jump onto some of the other notable features.
And the contents here shows the really diverse selection of games, both new and old, and many favorite companies that you'll know and love. I like these big posters they got in here for the arcade games. And as you can see, this book favors the visual style a lot, and it's just absolutely lovely to look at. I love these gateway foldouts as well. Everything is just laid out really well. Makes it really fun to turn each page and see what you're gonna find. Every genre also has its own section. And there's quite a few little interviews with modern arcade owners, which I found pretty fascinating.
So this book is written by Darren Doyle. I actually met him in a Facebook group. We were talking about arcade games, and that's how I actually found out about this book. He's a guy from Ireland, and this book has a whole bunch of his experiences as a kid growing up there, and from that point of view of the arcade scene. It's not only nostalgic in that sort of sense, I also like the way it's written. All the information about each arcade game is very quick and straight to the point, which I really appreciate. He lets the visual aspect of the book definitely take over and narrate some of it for him, which is awesome. It just looks really cool. There's a ton of really great content in here, like I've already mentioned, the stuff about the interviews with new arcade owners, obscure titles that you probably missed. There actually is one or two in here which I'd never heard of before, which is always cool. It's awesome to find out about new, old games. I just love that. So that's really appreciated. Overall, this book is really excellent. I love my arcade gaming. I've done a couple documentaries on that. You may have seen the 70s one and the 80s one, and I'm busy working on the 90s one. This book is almost like a reflection of what I've been trying to do as well. You know, kind of capture that arcade experience and document it. I think Darren has done an excellent job of putting this together. You can tell it's a total labor of love. I love the layout as well, like I mentioned earlier. It reminds me of kind of classic gaming magazines from the early 90s, you know, UK magazines like C plus VG or Sega Mean Machines, just in the way it's set out. It's very nostalgic. You should definitely check this one out. So overall, I would highly recommend checking this book out. I'll leave a link to Greyfox Books where you can purchase this, and you can check out some of the other great products. And that's it. Thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time. And if you can please like and subscribe, they'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.